Hey everybody, this is a continuation of the last vid. Actually, I want to show you something. Flying around the basement. This is what it's. Well, we'll do this. Sorry, I'm doing this to the side of you. These are the flying buttresses. Now you'll notice that there'll be a weapon there, there, and on the back, there, and there. So, oh, and by the way, thank you, whoever explained what a flying buttress is and how it works. Yes, it transfers the weight. It does a couple of things. It transfers weight away from the structure, and it also gives it external strength to help hold it up. So it does actually two different things. So that's where it is right now. I still have to go out and get the magnets, and I'm waiting on some stuff to dry. My Egyptian stuff for eBay, for an eBay order. And let's see, what else? Alright, on to more questions. Oh, by the way, Anna, how you doing? Julie, you should put up your, Julie's my sister, by the way. Julie and Anna, you should put your art up on here. These guys are unbelievable oil painters, by the way. I have never seen such talented girls in my life, as well as Maria. Julie, Anna, and Maria are just amazing. It's my sister and her two daughters. So, but off to more questions. So the next one is, what literature inspires you, if any? There's a lot of good stuff. I like Tolkien, but he was really long-winded. This is not a made-up name. He's not a porn star. His name is Michael Moorcock. He wrote the Elric of Melniboné series, Stormbringer. Fantastic author. What I loved about him, really short books that were very vivid and real short chapters. Perfect for us ADHD type readers. A weird quirk about reading. Whenever I read something, I don't know if it's an artistic thing or not, I always felt like if I got so much from it, I would need to give back. So I got into writing a lot of like short stories and stuff. I've written a couple of novels that are in notebooks around here somewhere. But I'd say one of the coolest things about literature is not even so much the literature, but what the literature inspires in me and probably inspires in you guys. It makes you want to do it. It makes you want to, especially all you GMs out there. I mean, basically, you guys are writers and you don't even know it. You're just using your players to help write your story. So probably those two off the top of my head. Blonde or brunette? Boy, is this one gonna get me beat up. Never dated a blonde, so actually I think I did. And that didn't turn out that well. Dated lots of brunettes. Dated a redhead. I don't know. I mean, what are you gonna say? I mean, it's the people. It's their likes, their dislikes, how they feel about things. That's what really matters. I mean, having something cute to look at's great, but it gets old. I once got invited on a blind date, and the girl looked like straight up Barbie. Long blonde curly hair all the way down her back and whatnot. And I'm like, holy cow, this is like a date of a lifetime, I thought. It was the worst night of my life. And this is not to smack down blondes, because I've met tons and tons and tons of very, very freaking intelligent blondes. However, you would not count her amongst you or them, depending on who's looking, and it ended up being a very interesting night because she was very superficial, and I was standing next to a guy. She was on like the left side and he was on the right side, and there was another guy that was very superficial. I ended up introducing the two of them and left. So apparently blonde and brunette count a lot for me if I'm passing off Barbie to Ken. So, but anyhow, on to the next question. Can I be this inquisitive with questions in the future? Absolutely. I'd be a little bit funnier and a little bit more risque, but we do have 13-year-olds and younger here, so I gotta keep this at least rated PG, guys. So, we're not gonna get too wild here, unless I come up with a different channel or something. I don't know. Alright, down to the next grouping. Boxers or briefs? Let's see. Wow. After saying that, how do I, like, go about that? But, okay, here's a question. Why only those two? If we're talking about that kind of stuff, heck, let's cover some more. Let's cover, kilts. Or, what else? How about those sumo wrestler outfits, huh? God, that would be scary, me wearing one. God, anybody wearing one of those would be scary. So, a chastity belt, you know? Whatever you're into. So, I will say it's one of the above and you can pick it. If anybody says chastity belt, I'm banning you from my channel. Or the sumo wrestler one. Okay, next one. Favorite movie. Jeez. Favorite movie. That's a tough one, guys. I mean, it would be really cheesy if I said Lord of the Rings, and there were some parts in there that just really irritated me beyond all get out. I should talk about those, is what I should talk about. How good Lord of the Rings would have been without Legolas. Oh man, the Elven players are going to just slam me on this one. Okay, why am I picking on Legolas? Let's see. Rides down a staircase, shooting orcs with a bow, climbs up the back of this mountain-sized elephant, killing everyone he crosses. I think he even cuts the back off it, drives 3 arrows into the head, and then gracefully slides down the trunk as it dies and doesn't even bother looking back on an elephant that, when it hits the ground, probably knocked the planet out of its orbit. I mean, come on, guys! That bothers me. I mean, you know, he always manages to get, like, you know, he's probably painting on his eyeshadow while he's shooting and killing things, you know? I mean, come on! I mean, if he wasn't so busy, like, you know, checking himself in the mirror when Aragorn went over a cliff, you know, and then the poor guy gets waken up by being kissed by a horse. You know, guy's all messed up, you know, gets back to Helm's Deep, and then your best friend says, you know, what took you so long? I would have kicked him right in the you-know-where. I think anyone playing Legolas in the Lord of the Rings game, when he makes a roll, they should play, like, John Travolta's Saturday Night Fever song, and he should be, like, forced to, like, sing and dance. It's like, okay, if you're gonna play the ultra showmanship character, you gotta do this, you know? I mean, come on. You know? It's... I'd like a character with a little more depth. I mean, come on. We could have just taken 10 Legolases into Sauron's place and just kicked his butt. Done! So, we'll move on from there, though. See ya.